Hi guys, you're welcome to A Walk with A.F.I podcast, and I remain your host, A.F.I. If this is your first time, you are welcome to A Walk with A.F.I podcast, and if you're a returning listener, hey, how are you doing? It's been a very long time, I know, right? And happy new month to you guys. We are just meeting this month, so yes, I have to. I'm sorry I couldn't, come on this space to have awesome discussions with you guys. I'm sorry. It's been, I don't want to use the word that is coming to me right now, but there was something that happened that I couldn't just, work them out on time, and right now I'm back. Yeah. So you're welcome once again. Let's do Sunday dates. Let's do Sunday evening, or let's just do whenever you're listening to this. Okay, so how is the month going? How is August going? Hey, August is almost gone. I'm serious, it's almost gone. Before you know, it's now third week. But August is long, actually. Wait, August is long. I think this month we have 31 days this month. Wow, that's a lot. So I hope you make maximum use of the opportunities that will come your way in this month. So that is why your personal development is actually very, 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 very important. And you know the funniest thing, sometimes we feel like taking out time to invest in our skill or even personal development is a waste. Now I have a story to tell. Yeah. So some days ago, I wanted to peel orange, just one orange. Then I took the knife. I knew the knife was not sharp, like it wasn't that very sharp. So in my mind, I was like, let me sharpen this knife, because there is this thing, I don't know the name. I actually don't know the name, but it's a sharpen knife you get. So you just have to put it there, bring it front and back, then it will sharpen the knife. So in my mind, I was like, okay, let me just sharpen this knife. Then I was like, it's a waste of time to waste my time. Let me just peel it again. So I was struggling with just one orange. I was fighting within me. Sharpen this knife. No, let me continue to peel the orange like that. So at some point I just gave up. I was like, oh, it's fine. Let me just sharpen this knife. Whatever happens, happens. So I took the whatever sharpener, I don't know, and I sharpened the knife. And guys, interesting. Within few seconds, not even minutes, I was done peeling the orange. I was even telling myself that if I wasn't careful with this knife, it would have cut me. Like, it was very sharp, and I was like, wow. And I just realized that this is one thing that we do to ourselves most times. Instead of us to, focus on carving out time for our skill and developing ourselves, we think it's a waste of time, and rather than doing that, we settle for where we are presently. So that your skill that you're managing that way is my knife that is blunt. So it's my knife that is blunt, but you actually need to sharpen that your knife. You need to sharpen your skill. I know it might look like it's not making sense. It might be your career, it might be your personal development, it might be in time management. Honestly, it might just be even your relationship. You get. But you just feel like, no, why should I carve out time to be reading books on relationships? No, whoever wants to stay with me should stay with me. Okay, I get that, but please, your character is important. If your character is not good, you need to work on it, because we say people should accept us the way we are and everything. But the point is, can we really accept people with bad character the way they are when they are not even ready to change? So even if it's your character, you can always change. So at first that might be like, perceive, you feel it's a perceive, like you perceive it as a waste of time. You have a lot of excuses not to actually do that thing that you're supposed to do, and sometimes you doubt that, okay, like me, I was doubting, does it really worth it? It's a waste of my time. No. Honestly, it was funny. Jesus, I was laughing at myself at the end of the day. That, just imagine. But the point is, you have to see it as a sacrifice. You see, that time that you have to learn, that time that you have to put in, working on yourself, reading books, going for seminars, webinars, all of these things. See it as investment, see it as sacrifice, See it as the time when you are planting. You always reap whatever you plant, right? Though you might not reap where you sowed, but you get. But the point is, you will always reap. So don't see it as a waste of time. See it as your planting season, because the time to harvest is coming, and it will be bountiful. We will be there to celebrate with you. Okay. So the point is, don't see it as a waste of time. It will actually help you. I know that many of us, we believe that, it doesn't really worth it. You get, because we have a lot of things that actually hinder us from doing these things. And one of the things that I would say is fear of the unknown. Like, you don't even know how it will turn out, but in your mind you're like, what if I take this course and it's a waste of my time? There are people that will tell you, this course, I don't think it will benefit me. I think I even know more than more than the convener. And I'm like, calm down. You can't learn when you have such a mindset. You have to firstly calm down. Believe that you don't know anything. Just believe that you don't know anything and just go. Listen attentively. And I'm very sure you will learn one or two. So sometimes you feel like, I'm scared, I'm afraid it will not worth it, I'm afraid that after all my effort, despite everything, I will still not improve. That fear is there. And I can relate so well with that, because you want to do something and I want to do something and I'm like, A.F.I, I don't think this day will work out. Don't even try it. Don't even start. just leave it that way. Just stay where you are. Don't do anything. Don't do anything. But the point is, and the reality remains, that improvement is always a gradual process. Like, it's always a gradual process. You have to be patient. You have to be patient with it. It's not something that just happens by mistake. It is not a sudden growth. You get, it's something that you have to be careful and you have to be intentional about it. You have to be very, very patient when you are dealing with an aspect of your life where you want to improve on. You have to be patient. You have to be persistent. Persistency is not easy, because when you're talking about persistency, you're talking about consistency. And honestly, I will tell you, it's not easy. Let me cite a very, very good example. I wanted to start working out very serious this year, but we are in August and I'm still struggling. Can you just imagine? I'm still struggling, but I believe that even when I'm struggling, I will still continue. Even when I fail today, I will still continue. I might not do my workout for a week, but when I remember that, girl, you actually made a promise to yourself, I'll start again. So even though it might not be as huge as I wanted it, but at least I know that you are doing something. So the point is, you have to be patient, you have to be persistent, because the effort is always rewarded. Like, your effort will always be rewarded. That's just the point. It might not be rewarded by the person or the medium through which you want it to be, but one thing is certain, it will always be rewarded. Another thing is that we also believe that we don't have the time. My generation, there's no time to waste time. We're always in a rush. We're always in a rush. We just want to do things fast. And I get that, because honestly, there's no time. I say it, I don't have time, but we still have time. We don't have time and we still have time. We have time to invest in our self-development. The truth is, investing time in skill bar, it helps to improve the present. It will help you to improve the present, and at the same time, it will help you to save so much time in the future. You see that time that you say you don't have, when you don't invest that time, that little time now, it will waste more time in the future. And one thing that is actually very peculiar to me is, if I have things to do, I love to do those things like immediately. Like, if I know I have to do this, my mind will be there that, okay, I have to do this. I prefer doing whatever I have to do than resting after. The Bible even says that rest is sweet after labor. Me, I like that. I like to labor and rest. Because growing up, actually, I've learned that it's not good to be lazy around when you're supposed to be working. This is what I used to do when I was little. I would maybe I woke up in the morning. I have a lot of things to do, right? So I wake up, I would do one or two, then I will go and lie down. Mother will say, what are you doing? After I'm resting, she said, no, this is not the time to rest. You have to finish what you are doing first. Then you can enjoy your rest. Because your mind will be at peace, you should be at rest. You know that you have the remaining time to do anything and everything that you want to do. So it might look like you don't have time, but the point is to save more time in the future, we actually need to work now. We need to make use of this little time that we have now. Spending 30 minutes per day on a course, and you don't know what it will save in the future. It might save you the rest of your life, honestly speaking. The point is, when it seems like it does not worth it at that point, I think that's the time that we should really work harder, because there will always be discouragement. There will always be reasons why we shouldn't do something. So we should always push back that thought, that negative thought. We should have positive thoughts rather than, if you work out this time, even though it's not much, I'm going to make wise use of it because I am wise. Yeah. And I will also say that we often resist change. Change is something that we really don't like because change is not easy. That's just the point. It's actually not easy. We prefer to stay in our comfort zone. But let me remind you that the inception of growth is at the end of our comfort zone. I'm somebody that loves to sit at home, just don't do anything. But I realized that it can't work. No, it cannot. Even if you want to do a remote job, see, don't let anybody lie to you. Even remote job is not easy. You will always work. You have to prove that you have value. You get. So that growth that you so much desire, you have to get out of your comfort zone to get it. It's not easy, like I said earlier, but you have to do it because it is what you have to do. So even though it's not making sense, you have to do it. Even though your body is saying no, you still have to do it. You have to step out of your comfort zone so that you can maximize opportunities and make wise use of open doors, to advance your skill and everything. Now, I think all of this is just because we love immediate gratification and results rather than long-term benefits. In the short term, it might seem like it's faster to use what we have right now to get what we are looking for and everything, but the point is you can still be using what you have right now to get what you want, and at the same time you are still working on something. I have a friend, he's a graphic designer, right? So sometimes it's actually very good, and sometimes he will tell me, I just purchased the course, I just finished watching a video, I just finished a class. I'm like, guy, you're already good. And they tell me, no, I need to know how to use this. I need to know how to use this. The point is, it will help your efficiency, because the time that you're supposed to waste, you're laboring because you don't know, you've not learned that there are new ways of doing that thing that you're struggling to do. So you are wasting the time that you're supposed to use for 2 or 3 clients. You are wasting it just on one person. Just imagine, just because you don't learn and you don't want to learn. So immediate gratification, yeah, I get it. It's nice, but at the same time, we really need to know that long-term benefit is actually very, very more important than what we are getting right now. And to actually make this thing work, I think one thing that we really need is growth mindset. Growth mindset will help you to see where you are right now as a phase in your life that you are learning a lot from. So even when you are learning something and it's not working, you are not getting it at this point, it will help you to keep learning. It will help you to keep going irrespective of the discouragement that is coming from people. It will help you to see challenges as opportunities to learn and to know more. So one thing is important, your growth mindset. If you have a very fixed mindset, that is very detrimental to your growth. You need to work on it. You need to fix it. A fixed mindset should be fixed. You need a growth mindset to see challenges as opportunities and for you to grow, and you have to take it a step at a time. Don't be in a rush. I tell myself, you see this one life that I have, I'm going to make use of it very, very well. I don't know if I will come back to life next time, but at least this one that I have, I don't care. I'm not going to put myself under unnecessary pressure. I'm going to move at my own pace because we don't have life mates. You get, I might have classmates, course mates, all of those, but I don't have a life mate. I came to this world all by myself. So I need to work on myself. I need to move at my own pace, irrespective of whatever is happening. And then you can seek a support system if you feel like it's not working. Sometimes you want to venture into something, and because of what somebody has said that this thing is a waste of time, you feel like if this person that is so brilliant cannot do well in this, then it means I can't do it. Forget that thing. When you look far, you will see a lot of people that did that and they did very, very, very well. So look for those kind of people. Use them as your support system. Let them encourage you, and it will help you to move at your own pace. And don't be lazy. Yeah, I'm talking to myself as well. Don't be lazy. Go for workshops, seminars, read books, like surfing the internet, and then you are seeing free class. Take up, as long as you really want to do it. It's not something that they are forcing you to do. Take up the challenge. Use the opportunity to learn. It is not the mountain that we need to conquer, but we need to conquer ourselves. So you need to conquer the pride, you need to conquer your fear, you need to conquer that your fixed mindset, and you need to know that everything that you need to grow, to become better, is already inside of you. You just need to unleash that potential. And so that is all on today's episode, and I'm so glad that you listened to the end. Do well to drop a review for me. Do well to like, subscribe, and share. Don't be stingy. Just want people to listen to this awesome podcast. Okay, so till I see you again, please take care of yourself. I love you. Bye.